Started. Start recording. Hey guys, Macca here. We're playing Forza Motorsport 7 on Twitch today, and I'm making a video on a 3-hour endurance race that ends with a 50-point achievement. It's under the breakout category. It's the Spa 100 race. We have to do 69 laps of Spa. A lap is about 2.5 minutes. The math works out to about 3 hours. Yo, Hector, I appreciate the follow, man. Hey, Macca, thanks again for the help with the guides on Gone Home. Got all the achievements in it after an hour or two. Yo, nice. Congrats. So I believe what we need to do is go to assists. I'm going to keep braking line, steering on, shifting. For damage, we're going to go cosmetic because I don't want to have to worry about pitting in this race. And then for race length, we have to go extra long. For drive-atar difficulty, we are going to stick at 40%. I've noticed that it just randomly resets your skill level sometimes. Like I might have been at 0% trying to boost one of the things. And then we load up in the race. Now we just complete the 69 laps. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so I think what they're going to do, if I had to guess with Cuphead, by the way. Yeah, I can't put mods on or anything. I just have to finish in the top 3, but I think for the achievement, I might have to win. Complete. No, for the achievement, all I have to do is complete it. Cool. I mean, my goal is to definitely win. If I'm going to be doing this 3-hour race, you better bet I'm going to at least try to get some money and stuff out of it. What's up, Nutty? How's it going, man? Yeah, so I think what they're going to do with Cuphead, to be honest, if I had to guess, is they're going to get some DLC out. You know, release the DLC, release online co-op, and then sell like a Cuphead Definitive Edition on disc with the full game, all the DLC, and the online co-op. That would make sense to me, but then again, the game's been in development for like 9 years, so who knows how long it'll take them to make DLC, or if they even have any DLC plans. By the way, we're not taking these laps super seriously. I'm just going to try to get into first and then just stay in first. What we'll do is probably halfway through the race, I'll do a couple laps where I try really hard. We'll do a little bit of a lotto system where we take bets in the chat, and then whoever comes closest with the lap time, maybe they'll win a game or something. I'll try my best not to use rewind, because it'll just make the race even longer. And that's kind of unnecessary. So maybe, yeah, that's what we'll do. Around lap 30. So lap 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34, and 35. Or like 6 laps or 5 laps around lap 30. I'll try like really hard to improve my best time. And do clean laps. Why? These guys don't want to, like... Can you come back, though? Like, we're on... normal difficulty. I've noticed that with the AI in this game, it is quite difficult. Like, there's a lot of rubber banding, and sometimes the people in first just take off, and it's impossible to catch them. I don't know if you guys have been playing or have noticed that, but I've actually had a couple conversations with a few friends, and they've said the same thing. They feel like the AI is not 100% correct. Like, there's something wrong with it. It's either rubber banding, or it's like a weird thing where they're always way too fast for you in front, but behind you they're never too fast. I think on this turn I'll be able to gain a lot of ground because I know the AI usually breaks, and I know I can just swing through it. I hope. I try not to cut this corner too much, even though you definitely can, and it definitely helps with your time, but... Like Need for Speed banding? Well, I don't think it's that serious. Like Need for Speed rubber banding is you could run a perfect lap and still only win by half a second every time. This one's probably a little more calm than that. I know I'm taking poor corners. We're not, we're just goofing around. I'll get into first by the end of this lap, and at that point, it'll be cruising time. Hey, what's up, Daniel G? How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Let me know if any of the audio levels are wrong, like if the game's too quiet, too loud, or if my voice is too loud. I don't think it should be, but I just want to make sure you can hear the game in the background a little bit. Yeah, way too much speed into that. The other thing I don't like about Forza 7, this might be a little bit of a downer stream for those who are excited for the game, because I've been playing it quite a bit and I have a lot of issues with it, unfortunately. I might actually make a video about all the problems I have with this game. Although most people are just gonna think I'm just shitting on the game for no reason. Yo, thank you so much, Hales Hive for the follow. Appreciate it. Adriang 1982, appreciate the follow. Jeez. The way the cars are tuned, like auto upgraded for you, is a disaster. It might be the worst I've ever seen it in any Forza game, and it was and it probably will continue to really get in the way of my enjoyment. All the cars come auto upgraded, and even if you buy them stock, you are required to purchase all the parts to make them competitive, even if you don't want the parts and you want to tune it automatically. So basically, I was trying to get this like Performance Index 500 car. So I wanted to buy this Performance Index like 430 car and then upgrade it to 500. So I went to the store, I bought a car. It was kind of expensive. I didn't know why. It said, would you like to buy this car stock or would you like to buy this car auto upgraded? So I picked, I'd like this car auto upgraded, stock, because I wanted to upgrade it myself. So I get it stock, it comes 430, which it's supposed to, and then I go into the upgrade store, and all of the upgrades that the game would have used to upgrade it to 500, I had purchased. It made me buy them with the car, which I thought was pretty ridiculous. So I wasted like all this money buying these auto upgraded parts that were complete garbage. And just like the way the menus are set up, even it really tries to not want you to make your own tunes, upgrades, and setups. It just wants you to use auto upgrade and go from race to race as fast as possible. The problem is when you auto upgrade, all the cars handle like boats and none of them are able to keep any grip through any of the corners. Like this car also, I don't know, if I tune this car maybe a little bit more downforce, it would be gripping corners so well, but it's not, you know? They tried to actually change this one up quite a bit, Daniel. Even the way the turning works, like if you turn in this game, you can see the side of your car, like right there. Not a lot, but a little bit. In previous Forzas, the camera would always swing with you more to compensate for that. So taking apexes is actually a little different now than it used to be. Forza 7 crashes on me. And then the career sticks on loading. The game only crashes on me when I go in the car menu and like look at cars to buy. And I go back and forth a lot. And then I try to quit out. And the game's still trying to like load a car. Yo, White Star, appreciate the follow. If you're trying to like look at a lot of cars and then back out of the menus too quickly, that's when the game crashes on me. Yeah, but if I was comparing this game, Ruiner and Cuphead, and you were asking which two games should I buy, probably say Ruiner and Cuphead, unfortunately. I don't know, I'm not very impressed with Forza 7 right now. It reminds me a lot of Forza 5, which launched in pretty bad state, but they fixed a lot of things by the time it was Christmas. So it's very possible that they're going to hear the feedback of the community for this game. Like, look how close these guys are. What the fuck? I'm running decent laps. Get the fuck out of here. It's very possible they'll address some of the issues with the game for Christmas. I'm hoping, at least. This or Project Cars 2, it depends what kind of game you're looking for. Like, I was tweeting about this, but the racing and audio in this game is god tier. It is the best in the business by a long shot. The problem is Forza 7 has an incredible focus on casual racing fans. And I've been playing Forza. I've played every single Forza since Forza 1. So my favorite parts of the game, I'll explain it like this. If you were to ask me, what is your gameplay loop, or what's the gameplay loop that you enjoy most in Forza? I would tell you it's going through career, finding a race that I want to do, going to the car store, buying a car that fits those races, taking that car to the upgrade shop and upgrading it how I like, tuning the upgrades so that I'm happy with how it handles, and then taking that car, going on to career mode, completing the races, and as I'm completing the races, racing against the clock to post a really competitive leaderboard time. 85% of that has been taken out of the gameplay loop. Now they basically want you to always auto-upgrade your car. There's no dirty lap indicator on career mode, which means setting leaderboard times is almost impossible on career mode because you can never tell if your lap goes dirty. Upgrading and tuning in general, like there's no cart anymore. You have to buy all your parts individually, which like, so for someone like me, if I'm trying to squeeze in a last couple of performance index points by changing my rims and stuff, there's no way to like find exactly what I want and then buy it. I have to like individually go through the store and just memorize things, or just buy like multiple sets of tires until I'm happy with the setup. That's another big problem I have, is there's no cart in the upgrade store anymore either. And they got rid of giving you extra credits for racing with less assists, and they replaced it with the mod system, which is fine, but mods also seem way too expensive for what they give you. Like if you buy 20,000 credits worth of mods, you might be able to get like 25,000 credits worth of rewards out of them, which like the payoff doesn't seem like it makes sense, because you're way better off just buying a new car. I don't know. Not to get too down on the game, like I do think the racing is absolutely incredible, and the audio, it might be the best audio I've ever heard in a video game, period. There's just some issues that, I don't know, they made this game very, 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 very focused to casuals, and you know what, from some people that might be awesome. And if you are like just getting into Forza 7, like sure, maybe you'll like it, and you won't know like what you're kind of missing out on or what the game used to be like. But a lot of my favorite parts of the game feel completely stripped down or stripped out completely, and kind of killing my enjoyment a little bit. I don't think we've even gotten a clean lap yet. Yeah, and there's a lot of well, I don't know. I don't think there's microtransactions yet. All the microtransactions are built in, but I don't think there's an actual way to just buy them. Yo, Diffusion, thank you for the 1 viewer host. I appreciate it, man. Big Bone Mister, appreciate it. Anyways, like I was trying to say, I think the topic of discussion was this or Project Cars. If you're a medium to, like if you're a casual to medium racing fan, Forza 7, hands down, not even a competition. In terms of the actual racing, amazing. If you're super hardcore and you're looking for the most realistic simulator with full features, by a long shot, that's Project Cars 2, unfortunately. Project Cars 2 is more realistic. It's designed for people who are taking their racing games more seriously, and it has way more features than this game. Even if it comes down to like things like weather, it comes down to things like rally cross, and racing on ice. Project Cars 2 has this game beat by a long shot. But like I said, Maybe I'm just being picky because I was spoiled with Forza Motorsport 6 and Forza Horizon. This game has a very strong focus on casual playing, which is fine. This is not what I was hoping for. What's up, Dr. Tom? That Dr. Tom guy. How's it going, man? How you enjoying Forza? Yeah, my racing lines aren't fantastic because I'm not really paying attention too much. Like in Forza 6 Apex. Yo, Bootsy! Thanks, appreciate it. Forza 6 Apex, Forza Motorsport 6 in general. I post like super, usually in the top 1-2%. But that's always with, you know, a car that I've actually tuned myself, so kind of hard to say what I'll be able to do with this somewhat boat-feeling Corvette that has an incredibly tough time keeping any traction in the back tires. There's just way too much understeer in it. It has some really big understeer problems, or it just loses grip. I would put way more downforce in the back tires. Alright, we'll try one lap. This next lap we're going to try is going to be Ooh, it's going to be... Yeah, it'll be dirty anyways, but we'll try to do a fast lap here. See if we can at least improve on our best. Probably should have been paying attention there. Almost missed the turn. Oh, that was a little bit more in than I remember. Ah, I caught a little bit of grass there. I'm also racing with like every assist on possible, so my lap times can only be so fast. Wow, I'm actually fat. I'm actually slower than my previous best lap. That's kind of surprising. Thank you so much, J Wonder Gaming. Appreciate it. That was a terrible turn, but we'll take it for now. All right, we have improved a little bit here on our best. Yeah, this car just has a really bad understeer problem. Half a second faster. Yeah, slammed on the brakes way too hard there. Corvette sounds incredible. It sounds pretty good. Just the audio in this game in general is really great. That was a pretty decent lap. I'm happy with that considering. That was like my first real lap, like testing out braking distances and stuff. 229.5, I'll take it. Drive Club sucks. I haven't tried it. I did try, I've tried Gran Turismo Sport, which was a very unique experience. There was like 4 difficulties, and I chose like the the second hardest one. And on the second hardest difficulty in the demo that I played, it still did automatic braking for me.
Ooh la la.
By the way, my face in the top left corner right there is blocking. The only thing it blocks is that I'm first out of 24 players. I figured that was better than all the other corners, which hold vastly more important information. Also, we just completed about 10% of the race, I think. "69 laps, LOL. Hey, that's what the game decided for me. It's a 23 lap normal race, but the extra long variant is 3 times as long, so I guess 23 times 3, 69. Almost there. Thanks, Taves. Almost there. Only a couple more laps. How's it going, ya boys? Ya boy Taters underscore? What's your name? Yeah, but I kind of miss games like Project Gotham Racing that had motorcycles in them. Or like Test Drive Unlimited as well. Both those franchises are kind of missed. Test Drive Unlimited and Project Gotham 4 were both great games, especially in the racing genre. It's way too many laps. We're gonna get 50 gamer score, dude. Totally worth it. All right, so here I have to test this corner a little better. Yeah, you have to hit that apex really hard. We'll see how much time I would save. Yeah, and then I slammed on the brakes way too late there. Way too many racing games coming out close together this year. Yeah, well, we had Project Cars 2, Gran Turismo, Sport, Forza Motorsport 7, WRC 7. What else? There's not that many, is there? Is there more? Need for Speed, Payback. F1 game came out pretty recently, I think. Anything else? Ridge Racer. Test Drive Unlimited needs to make a return. I kind of agree, but I also don't think anyone would buy it. Like, I'm sure it would be a great game, but I have a feeling like it would be a terrible investment. I did the 24-hour race on Project Cars 1 legit. Nice. Was it actually 24 hours, or how long did it take? I'm unfamiliar with that achievement, to be honest. Is it actually like a legitimate 24 hours to do it? Test Drive was a bug fest. I mean, it was definitely a little more buggier than a lot of other racing games, but Forza 7 has some bugs. I've had some crashing issues. A lot of people have crashing issues as well. Some people are even messaging me, asking me if certain tracks make their game crash more than others. It's a real 24 hours. You did pause and take breaks. Nice. Is there a way to do it not legit that you said you had to say you did it legit? Like, was there a way to cheese it or no? Did take breaks and pause though? Well, I fucking hope so. With 24 hours of real life without moving, stretching, drinking water. I guess you could drink water if you have to go in the pits. Or to get someone to come and feed you. Like in a boxing ring. You sit in the corner during the pits, someone just feeds you a McChicken. You can leave it running. Oh, and then just what? You come in last and it gives you it? Or do you just build up such a lead that you can like take a 10-minute break and not, like, the cars won't overtake you? Play it on the toilet. Wow, look at that. Keeping great grip through the corners. How are they still so close to me? That's such, like, my laps aren't great, but they're not that bad. Also, my best lap, that 229.5, apparently was a dirty lap. because it says my best lap is still 2:31, which is interesting because, like I was saying, in career mode, one of my favorite parts of career mode was always trying to get really high on the leaderboards. You can't do that anymore. It's impossible. There's no dirty lap indicator. You have no idea of when your lap becomes dirty. And there's nothing you can do other than race perfect laps over and over and hope for the best. Like, if one of these cars behind me gets too close to me and starts drafting me a little bit, it'll dirty up my lap and I won't even know when. Which is a very big disappointment. This lap's going all right. Maybe this will be my new best lap. That's actually clean. Yeah, that's clean. We're clean. We're still clean. We got all our tests done, and we're clean. Like my racing line in this lap is not that great, but my time is really high. Wondering if like my tires heated up or something. Although I have that turned off. Tire wear. So I don't know if tire wear and tire heating are like the same thing. Is there no tire indicator? Nope. Okay, cool. Also, there's less. Oh, you probably have to use. Okay, never mind. I think I just did that wrong. Was that my best lap? I didn't even see. I missed it. I'll never do a 24-hour race again. Could have burned out my PS4. Yeah, we were talking about this in the last stream about, there's this game called Star Balls. It's like a mini golf type game. It's not actually mini golf, but it's essentially gameplay-wise a mini golf game. And there's an achievement for playing the game for 500 hours, and you can just leave your Xbox running every night for like 2 months, and you'll get the achievement. But do I really want to put 500 hours of wear and tear on my console for one achievement in a random-ass mini-golf game? Fuck no. Dude, the chance your Xbox burns out from being on 24 hours a day for 2 months? I'm good. I'm good. I'll take no achievement over burnt Xbox. Like, obviously the Xboxes are rated for thousands and thousands of hours. Like, I've had this one on for at least 3,000 hours probably by now, and it's fine. It's just like unnecessary wear and tear of like an Xbox sitting there and heating up all night, you know? You seem to be more consistent in racing, braking, and accelerating. Less staccato? I don't know what that means, dude. Yeah, I'm getting more consistent because what I felt like was the tires finally warmed up. But based on this, I'm relatively certain I don't have any tire temperatures turned on because I'm only on cosmetic thing. But yeah, I also agree that I'm racing much better. My times are improving, my turns are improving. I think I just finally learned how to like use this car. How is my split time 1 second faster? This lap has not been that great. Although I finally feel like I have a little bit of a lead on some of the cars behind me. It's my new best lap, 230.011. Yo, thanks for the follow. I missed your name. I'll try to get you when Moobot shouts you out in chat. Danny Zuko 91, appreciate it. I'm feeling this lap right here. This lap is going to be our new best lap. We're not even 20% done the race, and I feel like this stream's been going on for a while. 30 minutes into the race. I'm feeling this lap right here. It's going pretty well. It's all about whether or not I can hit the perfect apex on this high-speed turn coming up. Yeah, we're 2 seconds faster than normal. Oh, baby, I hit it. Ooh, slid right in that apex. I lost a little bit more grip than I wanted to in that first corner of the chicane, but we're good. That should be our new best lap, maybe 228. Do the AI pit? I don't think 227.7. I'll take it. I don't think the AI pit if I have tires and damage and fuel turned off. They only pit if you have tires and fuel turned on. So basically, they only pit if you have to pit, and they don't pit if you don't have to pit, I think. You can slide into my apex? Aye, aye, Captain. Your speed is more smooth and not steps, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. To be honest, I think I might be on my Rainbow Six setup, where the triggers are very, very sharp, like a very sharp, you know the graph that shows the response in the triggers? It's a very sharp, steep, it's a steep line, aka when I'm like halfway pulled the trigger, it's at 100%, because in Rainbow, I'm either aiming down sights or shooting, and there's no in-between of shooting and aiming down sights. So I always want it to trigger really, really fast when I play Rainbow. And I'm pretty sure I'm on my Rainbow setup right now. I assume you mean you gotta go. No worries, Nutty. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying everything. Hope everything's going well. If you get Forza, hope you like it. Have a good night, man. You're in the UK, right? So it's almost nighttime? Sorry, I was trying to read chat there for a bit. It's 8:15 in the UK right now, yeah? Yeah, I figured. 5 hours. Alright, I need a little bit of coffee. This lap right here is our 20% mark. Ooh, 20% coffee break. Oh, I just realized, like, look at all the other classes. The Jaguar behind me is like 16 performance index, 18 performance index higher than me. Yo, Danny Zuko, it's gaming time, man. You do you. Enjoy. I hope whatever your gaming time entails is super fun. Probably want to lean back a little bit in this chair so I don't. Oh! I accidentally pressed my paddle instead of my trigger to brake. That'll do it. That'll do it. I got so used to holding the paddles from playing Cuphead that my default position in gaming now is holding my left paddle. I made my left paddle shoot so that in Cuphead I can just hold my left paddle and I'll always be shooting. And it seems to be very, very, very helpful. I'm watching the stream with my Sunday dinner. In the UK, good time to be streaming. Yeah, I don't do these weekend streams often. But when I do stream on the weekend, I always try to make it an afternoon stream. And usually, if it's an afternoon stream, I also make it Forza. I've been doing it, I don't know, maybe every 3 to 4 months. Maybe. And seems to draw a decent-sized crowd, especially of the people in Europe who aren't able to really make a lot of the 7 p.m. streams, or like my time 7 p.m., which would be midnight your time. So yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time all around. Hey, what's up, A.H. Howesi? How do I pronounce your name, man? Howesi? Howesi. Howesi. What's up, dude? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. A roast dinner. Nice. Save some for me, dude. Stop in. We'll go grab some kebab. You're never gonna get Puhan right, are you? Puhan. Am I blind, or did you just invent a word? If I did this chicane that I just did right here, in that lap, that was my fastest lap, I think I would have saved like a third of a second. You just had to mention kebab, didn't you? I'm sorry. When I mentioned... Honestly, there was one time where Dazmaster came in and he fucking started talking about kebab. And right after the stream ended, I had to go get it. Like, I couldn't not get it. I think we call it shawarma here. Or maybe they're the same thing. I don't know. I think you guys call more things kebab, whereas we call only certain things kebab, but I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat. Loving the guides, Macca. Yo, thanks, appreciate it. What game are you enjoying most recently? Playing some Cuphead. I know the Cuphead videos have been gaining quite a bit of traction. I think a lot of people have been getting some good use out of them. Maybe you're playing Gone Home, which is now free on the Xbox Live Store, part of Games with Gold. You get 1,000 in about 45 minutes if you follow the guides, maybe even less. Hey, what's up, Jasper Rooters? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I'm buying Cuphead for 100,000 gamer score. Yo, nice. As you can see, these last couple laps are very loosey-goosey. Trying to read that chat. Not the easiest thing I've ever done. But playing Gone Home in a bit. Nice. Are you going to try to get 1,000 in Cuphead? I noticed a couple people on TA already did. I think there was 8 or 9 people when I checked this morning that have not only the 1,000 gamer score, but they also have all the 0 point achievements, which I think the hardest 0 point achievement is probably the pacifism one, which I already have. But still, the fact that people went out of their way to get 1,000 and also did all the 0-pointers, pretty impressive, pretty impressive. I noticed some people just absolutely crushing the game. Like Brownman was streaming it. He got an A+ on every boss in 10 hours. Yo, Jasper Rooters, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. House he brought me here? Nice. I appreciate you guys sharing the stream out like that. You can retweet it if you like. You can just tell people about it. You can even share it on Xbox Live if you want. You missed Puhan again? Oh, which corner is it? I'll try it. Is it the third last corner? I'm probably not paying attention very well. The high-speed left-hander is Blanchiment. The one that follows is Slave Lot. Which corner? By the time you type that I missed the corner, I'm like 3 corners later. I think I know which one Puhan is. Is it the one that's downhill and like a really, really long U? Yo, Steelers7, appreciate the follow. Yeah, you're gonna 1,000 the whole game. Good luck, man. I mean, expert looks pretty tough, but not impossible. So, if you can memorize everything on normal, you could probably memorize everything on expert. It's just about being fat. Is this Puhan right here? This is Puhan, right? I always miss this corner, so I'm gonna imagine the one with the green front area off to the left. This one that I just fucked up. If it was the first one, type 1. If it was the second one I fucked up, type 2. It's, oh, the green curb. I thought you meant Kron. I thought it was like a racing term. They all have green curbs on the left. Is this Puhan? They all have green curves. 1? All right. Thank you. That's Puhan. That's probably the corner that I'm the worst at, if I had to guess. But I agree. Thank you for... I'm self-aware, but thank you for the heads up. I do miss that corner a lot. I think it's because the racing line is like way off, and it's also downhill. And I just always feel like I can do it way more aggressively than I actually can and keep my grip through. Because I try to, it's 2 turns, right? I don't know if it's called 2 turns. I don't know if there's a Puhan 1 and a Puhan 2. But I try to treat it as one huge, like, hairpin turn. Not a hairpin, but like a U-shaped turn. But I think you're supposed to treat it as 2 separate turns. And that's why I always fuck it up. You wrote on the right, but not on the left. Oh, okay. So am I supposed to do this turn like this then? Yeah? Cool. Too easy, too easy. Puhan is the full U, and it is a single turn. Okay. I mean, sure. Do people treat it? I get, okay. We're gonna do Puhan, guys. I'm getting a slap on the wrist from chat for not being Puhan-y enough. So let's get the Puhan down.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Yo, Jasper, I appreciate the host, man. All right, Puhan, come at me. Is that Puhan-y enough for you? Almost. If I didn't hit the grass with my inner tires there, that would have been 10 out of 10 would Puhan again. Puhan sounds like such a dirty word. Gold star almost. Yeah, that was pretty close actually. I almost was able to get 100% acceleration out, but I I was just going a little bit too slow, maybe by like 2 miles per hour. If I was going 2 miles per hour faster, I would have been able to make the entire turn in that one sweep. Also, the AI was keeping up with me like crazy, and now they're all just like gone. I was just checking the fastest lap there. The fastest CPU lap's like 2:32. Yo, thank you so much to Navian 12. I think I gotta make change the color of that text, or make like an outline on it or something. It's really hard to read. Could say the same about Xbox games with gold. I heard PlayStation Plus got fucking Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain for free. One of my favorite games of the last 5 years. It's like Metal Gear Solid, Forza Horizon 3, GTA 5, BioShock Infinite, and I don't know, like, maybe Uncharted 4. My favorite games the last 5 years, and one of them's free now on PlayStation. The only thing is... nope. The only thing is, like, The Phantom Pain is an incredible game, but at the same time, anyone who's wanted to play it has probably already played it, no? Isn't it like, it's 2 years old? Like, if you enjoy that type of game, you know it's good, but why haven't you already played it on your own accord? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Phantom Pain, I probably put 100 hours into that game easily. I have like 715 out of 1,000 gamer score, which is a lot in that game. To get over 600 was like a big undertaking from what I remember. Are you unfollowing because I did Puhan poorly again, or are you unfollowing because of my opinion of Metal Gear Solid being a good game? See, I don't care about stories. That's why I like Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain so much, because everyone's like, but the story's so bad. They just make you repeat the same missions. And I'm like, yeah, but the gameplay's so fucking good. There are too many games. I was actually thinking about that like the other day. I was actually thinking if like there are legitimately, if it's possible that there are too many games and that there's not enough people out there going to be buying these games to the point where like there might be like a small video game recession. I feel like there's going to be a lot of companies that lose a lot of money making video games in the next 6 months, because the budgets of these games are incredible, and like there's just simply not enough people buying all these games for all these companies to make money, you know? Because statistically speaking, only like 2 or 3 games in each genre actually do well, and then everything after that completely flops. I'm Puhaning it up for you. Get Puhaned! Get Puhaned! Oh, that's a fucking beauty of a Puhan right there. All right, let me just finish this lap before I read chat. I want to see if I can... grab a really fast lap before I stop paying attention for 2 seconds. Metal Gear Solid 5 isn't the best. The old Metal Gear games are the best. The last Metal Gear was Metal Gear Solid 4. No. I'll agree with you that like Metal Gear Solid 2 on PS2 was an incredible game. But Metal Gear Solid 4 was not better than Metal Gear Solid 5. We will disagree on that. Oh, you're unfollowing because I messed Puhan up again? I bought Metal Gear Solid 5. I guess I just don't get the whole Kojima mindset and completely turned off and never went back. Fair enough. I think Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain was a really great game. Even if the story didn't make sense. Like, from a gameplay perspective, it was a fucking masterpiece, in my opinion. So, what are the new AH guides coming out? What do you mean? When are the new achievement guides coming out? For what? Sorry, I don't understand your question. It's probably my fault for not understanding. What guides are you specifically wondering about? Just in general or a specific game? Has anyone seen any Forza 7 online races yet? I like to race people, haha. I haven't. I haven't tried online yet. LOL, you can have an opinion. Metal Gear Solid 1 and 4 are my favorites? Really? Metal Gear Solid 2 and 5 are my favorites. Wasn't Metal Gear Solid 5, like, doesn't that one have the most cutscenes by far? Did someone say 48 minutes? Long race? Yeah, we're only, we're not even a third through yet. It's going to be a 3-hour race. Like, basically, exactly. It's going to be, like, 2 hours, 53 minutes, if my math is correct. Although I might be off 1 lap. Okay, good job, Macca. You're the best. Go, Macca, go. Metal Gear Solid 5 was unfinished and missing a chapter. I agree. I agree, but then again, like I literally just said, I don't give a fuck about stories, for the most part. Like there are some games. Okay, here's how I look at it. This is very different opinion probably from most people. If you have a really, really great story, yes, I'm playing Forza with one hand. If you have a really, really, really great story, then like BioShock Infinite, then that holds a big value to your game, in my opinion. So games like BioShock Infinite, even though I don't think BioShock Infinite is the best shooter ever, the story is so incredible that that game gets elevated because of the story. However, where most people will say a bad story will significantly negatively impact their gameplay experience, I would say you could have the worst story ever, and I would still hold that, in my opinion, like, of how my enjoyment of the game, it would still be pretty neutral. Even if the story is really, really bad, it doesn't negatively affect my experience all that much. Even though I can tell it's bad and I know it's going to annoy some people, it's not something that bothers me to the point where, like, if a game has really great gameplay, I'm not going to let a average or below average story get in the way of that. You know what I mean? Just for me, I value the gameplay, I value uniqueness, and I value games that take the genre they're in to the pinnacle of their genre. And then stories, unless it's an amazing story like BioShock Infinite, they're all kind of the same to me. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I articulated myself well enough there. That's one of the reasons I enjoy Destiny so much. Everyone's like, oh, but Destiny, look at the fucking grimoires are terrible. What the fuck's going on? Why is there a traveler? I don't know. I've played 600 hours of Destiny 1, and I have no fucking idea what the hell happened in that game. And still, at the same time, I think Destiny and Destiny 2 even, and this is coming from someone who's already not playing Destiny 2 because there's nothing left for me to do. I think Destiny has the most incredible gunplay fucking ever. And that's why I like Destiny 2, even though the story's garbage. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. There's definitely value to a good story like BioShock. Just personally, I don't know. Like, when I play video games, I think it was because I would just always, like, growing up, I would just, like, skip cinematics. Because I didn't, like, it wouldn't interest me, really. And even when it comes to movies, like, a lot of action-type movies don't draw me in because I don't find their plots exciting. So, like, and most, let's be honest, most game stories are basically action movies in one way or another, kind of. It depends. But I don't know, stories were never, like, a big, like, even me being the biggest Halo 2 and Halo 3 fan, I noticed someone literally just said Halo in the chat. Even me being one of the biggest Halo 2 and Halo 3 fans, it's not for the story, which was fine, which was actually great, I'm sure. I just, like, I really enjoyed the gameplay in Halo 2 and 3. I thought the multiplayer was that good, but I don't know. Everyone experiences things differently. Everyone enjoys things differently. That's cool. And whenever I do reviews or I do, like, my top 10 games of the year, I always try to, like, mention what my, I'll call them biases, even though, like, it depends how you look at them. I'll call them biases for the sake of the video, but, like, I understand my biases. I know that a unique game like Virginia, which most people won't even classify as being a real video game, I know that Virginia just being super unique will hold a lot of value for me. But at the same time, I know a game like Metal Gear Solid 5, which in my opinion has amazing gameplay and gameplay mechanics, I'll also hold value in that game, even though it has a garbage of a story. I think Metal Gear Solid 5 was pretty innovative too. It had a lot of things going for it. Like, if you started playing missions at night, all of the enemies would start wearing flashlights. If you did a lot of headshots, all of the enemies would start wearing helmets. Like, there was a lot of really cool stuff. And, like, there was the, I don't know what the system was called, but you could, like, attach those parachutes to people and then, like, ship them off to your base. I forget what it was called. I love doing that. I love sneaking around a map and just trying to, like, steal everyone from the base, you know? When you guys... Hey, brother, how was Cuphead? I mean, I'm not 100% done Cuphead. I'm on the last boss battle. I haven't tried it yet, though, so I don't know how hard it is. I just, I've been making so many videos of stuff that I haven't really been progressing through the bosses in Cuphead too much. But I'm really... Oh, look, the AI is going into the pits. Interesting. Cuphead's really enjoyable, man. It's one of the better games I've played in a very long time, in my opinion. I don't know if it's just like games being good again or what it is, but Destiny 2 and Cuphead have brought out my enjoyment of video games like back, because I was at a point where all games just were like, ugh, like all games just felt kind of average, and I feel like there was a long period of time where there were no, like, really great games, and I felt like Destiny 2, from, like, a grind to 305, plus the community aspect of it, plus the gameplay of it, was very exciting to me, doing trials and stuff, and then, like, Cuphead just being, like, such a badass game. Really got me excited into video games again. I'm not saying Metal Gear Solid 5 is the best, it's just missing stuff that made Metal Gear so good in the first place. Yeah, fair enough. No, I get it. The Fulton recovery system. That's it, Chris. Thanks. I appreciate it. People don't read enough. They don't have enough of a broad culture. Yeah, that's fair. I'll be mean and say that video game stories are still rather mediocre, and they've been getting worse since the generation that grew up on games are now making games. Yeah, I mean, that's a fine opinion. That is also part of the video game crash that you were talking about a little earlier. Yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of a crash. It's not like a major crash, nothing huge, but I think we'll start seeing some studios start closing down again, like more often than recently, in my opinion, but we'll see. There's just too many games coming out that require such a high budget, and then you hear about their sales figures, and like it's just not possible as a business. Like you look at even Microsoft's first-party games that came out last year. There's no way they're happy with their investments on Gears of War and Recore. They just simply didn't sell enough for them to want to keep making them. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be a crash. Like, obviously, Xbox and Microsoft aren't going to shut down because Gears of War and Recore sold poorly. But they're going to focus their time on parts of Gears of War that did make them money, like multiplayer. They're going to focus on things that make them money, like Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass. And people buying consoles to watch DVDs and rent movies. Like, they're definitely going to shift their focus, which is in part a little bit of a video game crash, right? Like, if they don't make a Recore 2 because Recore 1 didn't sell, it's not necessarily a crash, but it's definitely a significant impact on the industry. That's just my opinion, though, and everyone has an opinion. It's like an asshole, you know, I get it. The new Assassin's Creed was a perfect example. They had to take a break because of just oversaturation. They almost shot themselves in the foot. The new Assassin's Creed this month will be great. Yeah, I agree though, Daniel. It's the best game I played at E3 if you didn't watch that video. It's phenomenal. It's like a combination of Assassin's Creed, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Metal Gear, all kind of in one. It's quite the game. Assassin's Creed Origins, especially on the X, running at 4K. I think it runs at 60 frames, which will be incredible. I always miss that turn because I always feel like I can read chat, and then I look in chat, I look up, and I'm like rolling into the thing. Hey, what's up, Max Graham? Are you in here? Sorry if I missed your message. I saw someone responding to you, but I haven't seen your name come up. I'm not sure. Not having David Hayter as Snake is a big mistake in Metal Gear Solid 5. Yeah. We also passed the 1/3 mark on the last lap, so we are 1/3 of the way done at least. Missed that answer because I was interrupted. Rip me. The way that wing is vibrating like that is really cool. That's a neat thing. I hope the standard Xbox One can do that. I mean, I'm on the Xbox One S, so I would imagine it's going to vibrate the same on the Xbox One. I think the Xbox One X will just, like, do resolution-y type stuff, but I don't think it's going to do, like, physics type stuff for most games. Hey, what's up, CJH Carter? I'm hoping the new game in the trial series soon. It's been, like, 3 years. Yo, me too. I won't say too much, but me too. Hoping for that. New Trials game would be fantastic. Yeah, I'm here, man. How you been? What's the achievement you're going for? I don't know what it's called. Maybe someone can look it up, but it's called like Spa 100 or some shit. I don't know. There's a showcase event in the career. It's called Spa 100. and it's I think it's like 100 miles or 100-kilometer race. It's 23 laps long, and you have to complete that showcase event on the extra long modifier. So the extra long modifier makes everything take adds 3 times as many laps. So instead of 23 laps, I have to do 69 laps. And yeah, I just have to complete 69 laps of the showcase event to get a 50 gamer score achievement. I don't have to get first, but when I do get first, I'll get more credits and XP and stuff, which will help level me up and give me money to buy cars and shit, so that should be helpful. I feel like the vibration on the wing is overdone. Like, on mirrors, it looks off. Oh, like if I go cockpit? Oh, yeah, that looks like someone didn't know how to put a car together. That looks like the worst gap in history of video games. That's overdone to fucking shit, for sure. Yeah, that's overdone. I agree. Sorry, I was like staring so close at the mirrors. I wasn't paying attention to the road. I agree that the mirror shake is overdone in cockpit mode. Yo, Chris, that's way too long for me to try to read while I'm racing, my dude. But Destiny 2 was fun until 265. Yeah, that's fair enough. You thought it was fun up until you hit the wall, and then once you hit the wall, you didn't think it was fun. I had a lot of fun up until 280, and then I had not a lot of fun around 280 to 290. But then the raid came out, and I had a lot of fun from 290 to 305. And right now, I'm basically at that point where I just log on once a week on Tuesday, complete the Flashpoint, complete the Crucible, complete the Nightfall, complete the raid, and then maybe visit Zur when he comes in for the weekend. Now he stays around till Tuesday though, right? Then I visit Zur, and then if maybe my friends are playing and I'm in the mood, we'll do a Trials Flawless run, and then I'm done for the week. Sounds like a lot, but that's like maybe 5-6 hours. I mean, with the raid, maybe 8 hours, depending. Also, I'm praying for something similar to Marble Blast Ultra. I think I said it before. Someone, who was it? I think it was Chris. Chris, was it you? It might have not been. I forget who it was. No, it was Harry Cabbage. There is a Marble Blast type game coming out for Xbox One. I forget what it's called. And it's not like exactly like Marble Blast Ultra, but it's pretty similar. I forgot what it was called though. But there is a Marble Blast type game coming out kind of soon. The car's not made of paper, right? It just seems like someone didn't know how to like screw in the mirror properly, or like the panel. No, it's not like Momentum. It was like a very Marble Blast type game, but it seemed like it was more focused on puzzles than speedrunning. But that just might have been from the trailer, I'm not sure. I don't know what it was called though, man. They shake that much? At 100 miles per hour? 100 miles per hour, mirrors don't shake like that. Like, here, wait, let's back up one more. I'm going 80 miles per hour. We'll go here. They're shaking, and I'm going 60 miles per hour, which is a highway speed in Toronto. My mirrors don't shake like that at 100 kilometers an hour. I don't know. I'm sure they shake when you go like 150 miles an hour. They don't shake like that when I'm going down the highway to, like, you know, go visit my grandma or some shit. Especially on a racetrack that's this smooth. Like, my mirrors don't shake on, like, Toronto highways that are not paved very well. I don't know. I'm sure they shake. Like, right now I'm going, what, 250 kilometers an hour? I'm sure they would shake. Highway speed on the 401 is 50 kilometers an hour when it's busy. When it's busy on the 401, the highway speed's like 20 kilometers an hour max. I actually, the other day, I was driving down the highway and then I was like getting into Toronto. 2.2 kilometers of road. Not even in peak hour. It was like 6 p.m., so it was definitely off peak. People had already come back from work for the most part. And I was heading into Toronto, not out of Toronto. 2.2 kilometers took me an hour, basically. Like 45 minutes. It was 45 minutes, but then it was an hour, including finding a parking spot. Do you ever do 180 on the DVP? No. I'm good. I'd rather not be, like, in jail and have my car taken away from me forever, you know? Once you're going 40 over, they fucking take your license and tow your car and shit. Nah, I'm good, fam. No, I know. I know for sure they shake a lot when I was going really fast when I first showed it. But they're also shaking a lot when I'm going, like, 40 miles an hour. Like, they shake a lot. Like, they always shake the same amount, it seems like. It just seems like they shake too much, even at lower speeds. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You know, maybe they do shake that much. It just seems like it's a little excessive for a video game. Considering, like, sure, I'm all about realism, but if you're, you know, if you're taking realism that seriously, then take all of the game that seriously. Don't take the mirror shaking seriously, but then everything else around the game not that seriously. That's kind of, it's like the consistency. I'll predict we get a remake of CTR. What the fuck is CTR? Mackie, your guides are the best ever. Yo, Axe Murderer. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Crash Team Racing. Let me try to turn this lamp on and see if it helps balance the white light. Alright, I think I get another coffee break at lap 28, right? You said every 14 laps, every 20% of the race? Got some bugs on the front bumper. Where are you from in the GTA? Well, I won't be too specific, but I'm in Mississauga. Ow. I don't want you to come to my house and shit. You're in Waterloo, nice. You're in Waterloo for school, or you live in Waterloo? I feel like anyone in Waterloo is just there to go to school. What's your exact address and SIN number? And your full name, date of birth? And what is the security number on the back of your credit card? What is your mother's middle name? Wouldn't it be my mother's maiden name? Isn't that what usually the security question is? Maiden name? Well, I forgot to take my coffee break. I'm going to take my coffee break at the start of this next lap right here. I think I need a little bit of a stretch. Oh, you guys hear that crack? Right up my spine, jeez. Oh. Yo, shout out to Max Nomic for the great share. It's so comfortable to sit in. Although sitting still for an hour in any chair is probably not recommended. Usually, I turn it out and just lay back. But for a stream, maybe a little bit too intimate, so I lock it in place. Try to sit upright when possible. Man, the GTA is almost as big as my country in population. What country are you in? The GTA, including Toronto? Probably, what, 5 million people? Well, you got like 2.5 million in Toronto. You got 800,000 in Mississauga. You got like 500,000 in Brampton. You got Oakville, Milton. You got like Caledon and fucking Markham and shit. Sweden, 6.5 million. 6.5 million people in Sweden, or 6.5 million people in the GTA, according to Google. I guess it depends who they count and what the, like, what's the population of Toronto? I remember it being like 2.2 million when I was growing up, but I feel like it's at like 3 point something now. Probably. What's the population of Toronto according to Google? Is it like 3.3 million now? Literally like 20% of all of Canadians live in the GTA, which is a tiny, like, you know, considering how big Canada is, the GTA is a freaking tiny. Toronto is 2.8 million. Nice. Is there's Toronto, Brampton, Mississauga, probably like Markham and Richmond Hill. All fucking count. I'm pretty sure. Well, Milton, yeah, Milton's probably Halton Hills. Like, it depends. Like, if I don't know, some people count fucking Barrie as like the GTA, which is so far away. I don't know. It kind of depends, I guess, what you count. But yeah, 6.5 million in the GTA sounds roughly right. Ontario has like 11 million people. And I think Canada has like 33 million people. So it's only actually like a third. I think, from what I remember, but who knows? I haven't been in school learning about Canadian geography for like, what, 10 years? I think the last time I learned any Canadian geography was probably in like grade 10, and I did all my Canadian geography en français. So, my info. If you count Barrie, you might as well count Kitchener-Waterloo. Yeah, no, I know. Cambridge. Might as well count Niagara Falls and Detroit. $4.7 million in Ireland. And how many people are in Dublin? Probably a large amount. So do you love hockey and bagged milk? I mean, I don't love bagged milk. All the milk here is bagged, and I've been drinking bagged milk my whole life, so I don't really have an opinion on bagged milk, but I don't love hockey, but I enjoy watching hockey. I would say probably less than the average Canadian, but more than the average human. So for lap 32, 33, 34, and 35, I'll be going into try-hard sweaty boy mode, and we'll try to get our fastest laps in. So not this lap, but the 4 laps after this, I'll try to get a couple of really quick laps. You get to the casino in Cuphead yet? I mean, I beat the train boss, and then I went into the door and grabbed the coin. But then as soon as I grabbed the coin, I went to like edit videos and stuff. So I think the casino's next, right? Like up the stairs and through the doors is the casino. The problem is one of the bosses in World 3 I haven't beaten, so I have a feeling they're going to go tell me to go get the contract for the one boss I didn't do yet. But I made it to like the lobby area of hell, if that's what you mean. But I haven't played anything in it, and I think I'm missing a contract even if I wanted to be honest. Alright, I'm going to slow down here because there's a car in front of me, so if I go into tryhard mode, there's a pretty big chance that I'll catch up to him and then dirty up my lap. So let's just cruise for like 20 seconds. Yo, your boy Taters, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, yesterday I sat down for 2 hours. And it was like the first time since before the game was out that I actually sat there and tried to make progress in Cuphead. And I beat 5 out of the 7 bosses in World 3, and then I already had 1 beat. So I'm at 6 out of 7. But I did beat the train guy, which brought me to the casino. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think I could play the casino if I wanted to. Enjoy it while you can. Is that the general consensus, or is that just your opinion? Like, what have other people thought of the casino? Bagged milk is hilarious. Yo, bagged milk is... I don't know. I don't even know. Bagged milk is just so normal to us. I don't know. The problem is I'll dirty up my lap by being close to him because I'll either draft him or he'll draft me. And then it won't be a clean lap. Alright, here we go. We're going to do 3 laps in try-hard mode. Sorry, I'm going to have to read that in like 3 minutes, Rand, maybe on the next lap. Alright, we're trying for a fast lap here. The charge shot is OP. The dev said it's too powerful and it will be nerfed. Enjoy it while you can. Oh, okay. I'll try. I'll try to use it and see if it helps with the boss. Can you aim the charge shot directionally? Here we go. Here we go. No rewinds allowed. We're going for a 225. That's probably not possible with this tune, at least. Like, this tune in my driving, that is. I'm sure it's possible for some people. Ooh, I just went. Yeah, we're plus 0.4. We're not going to make it this lap. There's no way, and I lost way too much grip in that corner. Cool, 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 cool. That's a dirty lap anyways. All right, let's go. Let's go, Puhan. All right, that was a decent Puhan.
Ooh la la!
Yo, oh rah, thanks, appreciate you. I wasn't supposed to be reading chat or like paying attention. All right, the next lap, I will not say any words. I'm just gonna focus on racing. Not gonna work. I know I'm gonna have commentary about my racing. See if I can do this corner at full speed. Not quite. Hope this lap's not dirty just because I went off track at the end. All right, here we go. That was a bad turn. You can full speed it? All right, I'll try. Ah, lost way too much grip there. I think I got a really good split time, but I don't think I'm going very fast. I also might have went off track there. Yeah, we're not doing so hot. Oh, apparently we're doing pretty good. Just wondering if I went off track in the first turn there, if that's what it's going to count or no. That's probably going off track, right? Oh, well. Yeah, this lap's going down the shitter.
Ooh la la!
I think this lap's going to be pretty fast, but I don't think it was a clean lap, so I don't think it's going to count. Yeah, it didn't count. Hey, what's up, James? Give me 1 sec. I'll try to read that. I'm pretty sure this lap's already fucked, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yo, James, thanks for the resub, man. I appreciate it. That's what, 4 months? 4 months, James. Thanks. I appreciate it, man. You the best. Mecca, hope you are good, my man. Loving the Cuphead vids. You're killing it. Yo, thanks. I appreciate that. I've been working pretty hard on those. And, you know what? They're not, like, maybe the most perfect videos I've ever made, but I'm pretty proud of them. I think they're coming out pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with them. I appreciate the kind words, man. I made a small mistake in the coins video, but I think most people will figure it out. I've added a correction and everything. Like, it's not worth remaking the video for that tiny little mistake. But I appreciate it, man. I hope you're enjoying Cuphead. What the fuck is this guy doing? Jeez. Uh-oh. Alright, this next lap, I'll try really hard. And I'll try not to pay attention too much to chat for the one lap to see if I can really get like an incredible lap in, although I doubt it. I think my cap is probably right around 227.5 today with this car, the way it sits. For me, at least. Ten out of 10 AI behavior, right? Driving like every Lambo owner. You drive a Lambo to look cool, not to like be a professional race car driver. All right, here we go. 10 out of 10 lap coming up right here. Y'all ready for this? Dun 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 dun. 10 seconds before I crash into a wall. Ah, I started braking way too late on that. All right, already lost like 0.2 seconds there in one turn. I'm not supposed to be reading stuff in chat. One sec, I'll do it at the end of the lap. Minus 0.16. I'll take it. Lost a little bit more grip than I wanted to there, but all in all, not the worst set of turns I've ever done. I lost 0.3 seconds though. Probably rip my lap. All right, it's all about Puhan. Oh, it's a dirty lap. Unfollows again? Jeez. Doing a lot of following and unfollowing today. Trying my best here. I'm just trying to push this car to its limit, and fortunately it's causing me a couple issues in some of the corners. I might still have, yeah, I'm still going to be below my best lap. It's just not going to be, it's not going to be my best lap because it was dirty. All right, we're going to do one more lap. That's going to be a try-hard lap. Let's try to catch up with chat here. Yo, really quick shout-outs. J Money, Arc, Sing, Subsonic, Ice, We. I appreciate it for the follows, guys. How is Forza going when your lap is done? Playing Cuphead on a backup account as I'm a bit OCD and don't want to put it on there as I can only get like 5 achievements. Haha. Cuphead, the completion isn't as difficult as I think people think it is. I don't know, personally. I'm not that great at those types of games, and I think I could get the 1,000 if I really wanted to. I think I could get it. All right, here we go. One more try-hard lap. I started braking too late again. Cool. All right, I'm really happy with that turn. Jeez. Minus 0.5. That's a good start to the lap. I just got to not fuck up these next turns like I did last time. Guess what, guys? Fucked it up. Oh, apparently not. My time, according to my time, I did not fuck it up. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Cuphead is a potential game of the year? Yeah, man. I agree. Oh, I'm digging this lap. I'm digging it. No! I think that was dirty. I don't think it's going to count. Yeah, I don't think it's going to count. Pretty sure that counts as being off the track. Bullocks. Whoa, my controller just disconnected. For like half a second, it lost connection. I swear to God. Did that count? Oh, that lap counted. 227.1. All right, that's probably, I don't know. I could probably go a little bit faster than that, but it would have to be like, I'd have to be pretty good on each corner, so I'll just leave it. I'm all out of coffee. Yeah, no, I think, so I don't know if Rand is still in here. He would say that Cuphead was potential for Game of the Year until the end of the game. He thinks the end of the game is not very good, so who knows. Yo, Cozy, what's up? Cozy1492, how you doing, man? Yeah, I know. It wasn't a perfect lap, but it was, I think, like as perfect as a lap's gonna get for me tonight with everything considered. We're on stream. Yeah. Not a fan of World 4, fair enough. I still haven't experienced it, but from what you told me, it's very possible I also won't be a fan of World 4. Other than that, everything's fine. Thank you, thank you. No, I know I'm fucking up some turns. I think I'm just trying to be too aggressive and braking like literally 3 meters too late for some of the turns, and then I'm just throwing my weight around too far, and then just losing a little bit of grip. Like that turn was pretty good, I think. Yeah, I mean, yeah, not that great. This one I fucked up really bad on that lap. Went way too wide, lost too much speed, threw too much weight, lost too much grip. And that was also terrible. Yo, Puhan, let's Puhan it up. I meant to do that. How you doing, Cozy? Ridge Racer. Air intakes love gravel traps. Yeah, I bet. James, I think, I guess the best way to explain it without spoilers it's just like the layout of how they expect of like the layout of what you need to do. I don't know. It's kind of hard without like any spoilers, but it's also like I don't know what level you count as a spoiler. Stuff is laid out and you have to do it in a specific type of way. And the way they require you to do it isn't necessarily the best design for Cuphead, I would say. I don't know. Streamed this last night, lots of fun. Yo, how long did it take you? Almost a full 3 hours? Or was it a little less? Yo, what's up, Tavares de Quebrada? How's it going, man? I don't believe that's English. So, no comprende, por favor. Story isn't primary to Cuphead. Thanks, Mama. You're welcome. You're welcome, Daddy. So it isn't a narrative, it's a design issue. I mean, in my opinion. Based on what Rand was telling me, in his opinion, I don't know. I don't want to speak for him. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button by accident there. Yeah. I don't know. I actually did the 46 lap setting. Didn't realize I could set it to 69, but it took just under 2 hours. Yeah. So the 69 lap will probably take me just under 3 hours. The reason I'm doing the extra long variant is because you get an achievement for doing the 69 lap variant for 50 gamer score. Thank you for the follow. I missed your name, but I'll try to grab it when Moobot says your name in chat. This lap might actually be pretty good if I do it right. Yeah, lost way too much traction there. I didn't lose too much time, though. I might still be able to get some of that time back on this corner. We're really close to our best lap. Almost identical at this point. I think we're on a best lap right here. If I had to guess. Yep, we're on a best lap by half a second. that was a terrible turn there. I lost way too much speed. I think I might have goofed the lap up right there on that high-speed turn. Yeah, I think we fucked it up. I think we done ducked it. Ah, we did it, but it didn't count. It was dirty. Are you bored yet? Endurance races can be boring. No, not too bad. With Twitch going on and the chat and talking, and it's not too bad. I'm a little tired. I might need to take a break to go get some water. But overall, I'm not that bored. I'm a little tired, but it's not because of like the game being boring. It's just my sleep schedule and stuff like that. My hand is hurting a little bit, maybe, from holding down the trigger. He's loving my constructive driving advice. I mean, I'm fully aware of the mistakes I am and aren't making. I do feel as though I've improved quite a bit during this stream alone, which is this is exactly what I like Forza for. But I do also really wish that I was able to tune this car just a little bit to make it exactly how I like my driving style, and then I could probably rock this track even harder. I wonder how fast my time will be. I have a feeling like 227.1, clean lap. Even though I have all my settings like on, like it's all automatic and like traction, stability, and all that jazz is on. So obviously my car's gonna be a little slower. I still think my lap time's gonna be like decently up there against other people with the same car. That's the thing. After the race, we'll check the leaderboard and see how we're doing against other people. I'm sure there's someone who's done it in this car under 220 though, probably with like a fully manual setup, maybe a different tune. You could shave 7-8 seconds off with a tune on manual, no stability, no traction. But with this car, the way it sits, I don't think anyone could shave 7 seconds off. Maybe 3 to 5. I don't know. It depends. No assists? Yeah. If I was doing a 1 hour endurance, I might have turned stability off and went manual. But for 3 hours, like, I don't want to have to pay attention that much for 3 hours. Especially when I'm streaming and there's like people in chat and stuff. I'm already trying to peek at chat every time there's a straightaway. Imagine having to like also shift in between turns and also have to keep my traction like a lot harder to keep traction out of turns with stability off. I would basically never be able to peek at chat ever. Did Moobot not call out the last follower? Yo, Zavalamed, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I guess Moobot is like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna skip that guy. Which one's less comb? Is that the one that's the uphill, the uphill S at the beginning? Can we see inside the car? Sure, we'll do the next 2 laps in cockpit view. You have a couple of mixed emotions with Forza 7, auto upgrading, etc. Yeah, we were talking at the beginning of the stream. I spent probably 10 minutes talking about all my problems. I don't want to repeat it for the people who are in here. What the fuck is this guy doing? But I think there's problems with AI. I think there's problems with the auto upgrade system. I think there's problems with how this game's very focused towards casuals. And kind of all my problems come back to that point. That it's very casual focused. Which isn't bad for everyone, but for someone who likes Forza Motorsport and enjoys it the way I enjoyed it, it kind of harms my enjoyment, you know what I mean? Look at that fucking retarded question, but is it possible to play in Dubai with rain? I don't believe so. All of the weather in this game is not dynamic. It's like pre-rendered or whatever you want to call it. So certain things are tied to certain weather is tied to only certain tracks. So I think in Dubai you can't play with rain, but I think you can play Dubai at night. We'll do 2-3 laps in cockpit view depending on how much I hate it. I usually try to race in cockpit view too. That's probably if it was an hour-long race, I'd probably try to do the entire race in cockpit. Uphill S is Radillon and Eau Rouge, then the Camel Straight, and then it's Les Combes, which is the right, left, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, let's do some laps in cockpit view here. I mean, they probably won't be that great, but a lap is a lap, right? I actually feel like I was almost doing that turn better in cockpit. Some of these turns, I feel like I can do them better in cockpit view. That's interesting. Like, why is this Lambo on my ass? Get the fuck off. Sorry, I apologize about my racing lines. I feel like there's a slightly different camera angle in Forza 7. And I feel like the way the camera kind of shifts as you turn might also affect me slightly in cockpit view. And it might be making my tail come out a little bit more than I think it is. Cockpit is best in my opinion. Fair enough, man. Whatever you enjoy the game. Fuck off, dude. Whatever makes you enjoy the game the best. I know that, like 95% of people who set the best lap times in Forza 6 and stuff, like 95% of people would use chase cam because you can see the corners and hit the apexes a little bit more easily in chase cam, in my opinion, and also the opinion of the majority of the community from what I understand. But cockpit's fun. The audio in cockpit is really great. Yeah, I'm consistently better with chase. Yeah, me as well. Let's try to get a good lap in cockpit, see. I mean, that lap was 7 seconds slower. Jeez Louise. Is there an option to turn off camera shake? What do you mean by camera shake? I mean, I turned off the motion effects, which would top left, top right corners, like all the little things on the hood would turn with you. I turned that off. But I don't think you can disable shake. Yo, Van Doom, I appreciate the follow. so much for the follow. Bob the Builder, 13. Thank you, Mess Fills. I appreciate it. I've done 82 laps around Sebring twice. Worth it? Nice. I mean, probably not for me. The only reason this is worth it is because of the achievement. Can't imagine doing 82 laps of Sebring without an achievement at the end. Personally. The new track America seems very cool. There is no new America track, is there? Or are you talking about Road America? And there's a new track on that one? Pretty sure the only new circuits in this is Dubai. It's the only new one. Oh, I'm starting to get a little tired. It's starting to all hit me.
Ooh la la!
Have I overlapped everyone? I feel like I should just hit the pits for fun. Oh no, there's people also on lap 44. If I pit, they might catch up. We're gonna do one lap in bumper view. I used to actually exclusively race in bumper view. Back in like... I think it was back when racing games were like not that complicated. Like they didn't really have that many physics to go with them. Yo, Braysky, how's it going, man? Circuit of the Americas. Kota for short. Alright. We'll try one lap in bumper. It's just so hard to tell, like... It's so hard to tell where the weight of your car is shifting to in fucking bumper view. Oh, God. Yeah, it's impossible to tell, like, the weight of your car. Yeah, I used to do bumper view. Probably, like, 15 years ago when I used to play racing games. Like, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, too. Alright, although I screwed up the first turn, I'm actually doing alright. Hey, what's up, Dazmaster? How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. I'm actually doing really well. Like, my time for this lap's pretty fast. Fuck that one up, though. Real bad. Can we get a 360? That's probably not something I can help you with, man. But I'm pretty sure your local Walmart will probably still have an Xbox 360, man. Hey, got him on the wake up. Can we get a reverse lap? No, I'm not even up by a full lap. All the cars are on lap 45. I think there's a pretty serious rubber banding problem in this game. Because I've overlapped all of the cars, but still somehow some of them are like somewhat competitive. It makes no sense. Alright, we're gonna try one more lap in bumper view. That's gonna be dirty. Even if we get a good lap coming up. How you doing, Daz? Hope you're doing well. The US likes to get pretentious and forgot Montreal and Mexico, right? There's a lot of really good tracks that they could have done that they didn't. Like having Fujimi Kaido would have been great. Having Monaco, Montreal would have been cool. Even like the there's a Toronto indie track that comes about once a year. Would have been nice to have that. Can we get an e-brake only lap? We can try. Nope, it's not gonna work. Here, let's try. I'll go in my other view though. Tokyo drift style, man. Tokyo! Alright, we're gonna try to do an e-brake only lap. It's gonna be a lot of corner cutting though. Tokyo! Alright, this is going to be a fun turn. Ready? Here we go. Eh, it wasn't that bad. I'm making this look, I think, a little bit easier than it might actually be. It's not really all that easy. I don't know, maybe. Maybe it's just because all the assists are on. How to bring your tire. Well, luckily I have all my tire, all that stuff's turned off. All right, we're doing a big drift here. Oh, that wasn't that great. Tokyo power slide. Oh, that would have. I almost made it like through that turn with just tipping the front bumper. All right, we're gonna go back to some normal laps, normal chase cam. Let me just do a crack of the wrists. Oh yeah, oh yeah, feeling that. All assists? What? I'm out of here? Yeah, pretty much. I don't want to have to worry about my car spinning out around corners and having to manual shift while I'm trying to have a nice Twitch stream. But I assume you're just joking around, but that's actually pretty much the antithesis of the Forza community. You play with one assist on, like traction control? What are you, fucking 6 years old? That's pretty much that's the Forza community for you. The Forza Motorsport community, that is. The Horizon community is like, yeah, let's fucking have fun, Hot Wheels, yeah. And I dig that. I like Forza Motorsport as like a serious game too, but some people just take it so seriously that they basically, it's like They like lose all respect for you if you don't play like the most hardcore way possible. It's just like, calm down, dude. It's a video game, you know? Yeah, it's a showcase event, so you have to use it. You can't really, I mean, you can kind of, I think you can tune it before the race, but I just kind of took it stock. Because I didn't know how it would handle, and I didn't want to, like, do a test lap and try to figure out what I needed, what I didn't need. So it's, you have to use this car because it's a showcase event. Did that even do anything? I don't know if that did anything. What, Daz? Got a lot of Macca's guides, watch Cuphead style. Sometimes I wonder if you know how keyboards work, Daz. Any indie games that are coming out that people are excited for? Good question. There's usually not a lot of indie games coming out around this time just because of all the competition with all the AAA games. I can't think of any, although Ruiner is really great. I would highly recommend Ruiner if you get the chance. Did I say, by the way, Ruiner is a good game? You should try Cuphead and you should try Ruiner. By the way, for those who were here during that Ruiner stream, I was complaining about some issues with performance. I followed up with some people about it, and the performance issues I was having in that game were 100% related to the dashboard preview program and the dashboard build I had, which means that if I hard reset or if I were not to be in the dashboard preview program, the game would have more or less run flawlessly. So if you were here during the Ruiner stream, I want to clear that up. The performance issues in Ruiner were 100% related to my console and the dashboard and not the game. Ruiner's voiceover is pretty bad. You mean it doesn't have a voiceover? I remember I was the voiceover for all the characters. I don't think it had a voiceover. It just has like text you scroll through, right? Glad that the performance wasn't the game's fault. Yeah, me too. Rand was actually having the exact same issue. He's like, dude, the game becomes unplayable because of how bad the performance is. He was on the same build as me in the preview program, though. He did a hard reset, and he said it completely fixed his game. I mean, I was the voiceover, exactly. What are you talking about, Willis? Whoops, pressed the wrong button. I should really get rewind off of the paddle. Oh, Ruiner had the best voiceover. There you go. That's the one. That's what I want to see. Can't wait to play this. I might ring in sick. Nice, Staz. Are you excited for this more than for like Cuphead and stuff? I'm pretty excited for this. I'm pretty excited to try this on the X. Like, I have played it on the X during events, but like just sitting at home and stuff would be nice. Also, I got some pretty big news. So you guys, a lot of you guys will know that I'm reviewing the Xbox One X. I can't give you like specifics or anything, but I can say that I'll be reviewing it in order to have a review up before it's out. So I'll have it early, I guess, is like as much info as I can really give you. I also, good news, I reached out to a company. Well, they will remain nameless for the sake of, like, just in case I can't talk about it until later. But I reached out to a company about 4K gaming monitor. And I'm also going to be reviewing, like, a monitor that goes very well with the X. So I'll be having 2 separate videos, an X review and then a monitor review. So I'll be able to experience like all of the X games in 4K, HDR and all that jazz. So that should be a good time. Are you getting the Project Scorpio edition? They didn't tell me which one they're going to send me. I have a feeling they're just going to send me the default one, though, because they're sending it over for me to review it, not for me to just, like, have fun with it. So, because it's a review edition, they want you to review the edition that people can actually go and buy, right? So, if I'm reviewing the Scorpio edition, it would be weird because you can't go buy the Scorpio edition, right? So usually when it comes to review units and stuff, they usually send you like the base model, and then they might send you like accessories that go along with the base model. I would say there's an 80 to 90% chance, just based off of how the industry works, not off of anything I've talked about with Xbox specifically. I would say the chance that it's a Scorpio edition is pretty low, just because the Scorpio edition isn't purchasable anymore, right? Although maybe if I had specifically requested a Scorpio edition, maybe it would have worked out differently. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, until it shows up at my door and I'm allowed to talk about it, everything I say is pretty much not guaranteed at all. Is it the LG Gamer Edition thing? No, I don't know. Although, if I haven't heard of that, what is that? There's a Gaming Edition LG TV? Like, specifically made for gaming? That's cool. Cuphead is awesome. I got 30 gamer score. Nice. Are you playing on regular or simple difficulty, Daz? You meant narrative? You're tired, need to go home. Speaking of getting home, guys, did you know Gone Home is now free for all members of Xbox Live? You can get 1,000 gamer score in 45 minutes using Macca's guides. Well, look at that segue. Sorry, I'm like reading chat. Makes sense. I have the Scorpio edition pre-ordered, but I'm still going. But I'm still gonna win one. LOL. Nice. What did you say you were gonna go for? 40,000? Yeah, I think 40,000 could be enough, man. If you're able to get 40,000, that should be good. It'll be close. It'll be close. It'll be interesting to see who wins. I just realized it's the first shit games with gold. Yeah, Gone Home was, I mean, Gone Home with the context of all of the walking simulators that have come out since then, Gone Home's not all that great. Like, Edith Finch blows it out of the fucking water. But Gone Home, when it first came out in what, like 2013? And there weren't really that many walking simulators. Gone Home was a pretty good game back then. Have a lot of grievances about that game? Fair enough. How many gamers Is this... What? How many gamer score? Okay. I think it's 50 gamer score. I think. I'm like 95% sure it's 50 gamer score. But it'll also give me a ton of money and XP, which will level me up a lot. And maybe with that money, I'll be able to afford enough cars to like get some other achievements out of the way and stuff. But I think it's 50 gamer score by like for what I'm doing. Got 1,000 on Gone Home earlier today. Yo, congrats, man. How long did it take you? About an hour? Or did you enjoy the game for yourself first and then use guides, or did you just go for the guides right away? And if so, how long did it take you, depending on which method you did? Is there any leaderboard for it? For what? The Xbox Canada thing? No, you just have to... No, there's no leaderboard. You just have to, like, figure it out, I guess. They'll figure it out. Who knows? I was thinking about trying to win that competition, but decided it wasn't worth it based on the amount of easy games I have to buy. Yeah, fair enough. It would, what, probably cost you a couple $100 of games and then a couple 100 hours worth of time. Fair enough. I know some people that are going for it that have the backlog of games, so it probably won't be as hard for them. But like even if you wanted to buy all the ACA Neo Geo games, that's what, $10 a game. There's like 30 games, $300-400 right there. ACA Neo Geo games just to get like 30,000-40,000 gamer score in them. That's rough. Oh, this is the part where it starts to suck. Ugh, I'm over this race already. Gone Home's a good game, easy 1,000. Edith Finch is a masterpiece, I agree. I'm not part of the demographic portrayed in the game. I'm a part of the demographic portrayed in the game, and if the idea was to be overdramatic, cryptic, and stereotypical selfish assholes, then you've succeeded in your game. Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, it was a little too, like, I don't know, teenage angsty, I guess? I don't know, like... It's weird. Like, even Life is Strange is, like, way too angsty, but I kind of like it. It, like, lets me... I don't know what it is. I was never a very angsty teenager, I don't think, so maybe it just makes me feel like I'm able to partake in this experience that I never experienced in real life. Like, this very, like, over-dramatic teenage years. I don't know. I thought Gone Home was a fine game, though. When it first came out, it was, like, pretty cool. Because walking simulators didn't, like, there was Dear Esther, and that's about it. So it was kind of cool to kind of, like, get, like, a story through, like, experiencing the house and stuff, but I do understand where you're coming from. Obviously, you can't disclose the game itself. But in your own mind, do you have a clear game of the year for your end of the year list until something better comes out? Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this pretty openly. I think the best games I've played this year so far, not including the games I've played in this last week, aka Forza and Cuphead, and not including the games I've played at events like Mario Odyssey and Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, South Park. Assuming that I haven't played any games that are coming out in the future, and assuming this last week of gaming didn't exist for me, I've been pretty open about the fact that I think the best games I've played this year were Edith Finch, in no particular order. The best games I've played this year were like Edith Finch, Resident Evil 7 is up there. Thank you, Crazy Tyler, appreciate it. I was actually thinking about it the other day, but I forget. Like, there's some games I'm missing. If you want a general idea of how you can get a general idea of what I think about games by seeing how I rate them on True Achievements. If I give a game like 5 stars or like 4.5 stars, there's a good chance it's potential game of the year. If I give a game 4 stars, it's potential top 10. And if I give a game under 4 stars, it's not getting in my top 10. Imagine spending $200 and still losing. Yeah, I figure. Imagine spending $200 and all you have to show is more gamer score. Pfft, never. There's a lot of people. I mean, I used to spend ridiculous amounts of money on gamer score. So I get, you know, people game how they want to game, right? Well, I'm not a teen. Just a lesbian. But I was like, get over yourselves and your live journal. What the fuck's a live journal? Like the diary writing shit? Or is live journal like a specific term? You're not wrong, but I won't buy any games till Christmas then. LOL. Yeah, fair enough. Like, I mean, if your gaming budget is 200 bucks and you end up buying like 20 Neo Geo games instead of buying like Assassin's Creed, South Park, Shadow of War. Like, if you end up buying ACA Neo Geo games instead of those, like, I would understand why that would kind of be a problem. Resident Evil 7 and Zelda are easily the best games for me so far. I never played Zelda this year, by the way. Also, one game I have to go back to in my backlog is Hellblade. I'm going to make sure to play that in December when I find some time before making my Game of the Year video. Based on the themes and how that game is made, I feel like it could potentially sneak into my top 10. Just because it seems like a very unique game and it seems to tell a really cool story in a really unique way. So it's possible that Hellblade sneaks into my top 10. There were some other games I was thinking about that are like going to be in my top 5 probably, but they're not coming to mind right now. Oh, Destiny 2 is a favorite? It's possible. Destiny 2 is going to be a lot higher in my list than I think most people will expect it. And I think it'll be a lot higher in my list comparative to other people's lists. Yo, Illist, I appreciate the follow. Destiny 2 as an experience also depends on how the DLC expansion in December is. But Destiny 2 as an experience, I had a lot of fun. It was very fun, like leveling up with the community, figuring out new things, getting to 305. The raid was really well made. Even though the endgame content isn't that great, the shooting in Destiny 2 is so good that I think it'll make my top 10 somewhere. Life is Strange is fine. I loved it and quite liked Before the Storm. But the issue here comes from the writing, which you can almost directly translate from French des jeunes talk, which is the word version of teenage talk from translations of English-speaking high school students. Shows? Yeah. Thanks for the response, man. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about it, man. I mean, I don't. Whenever it's not like you're putting me on the spot, but whenever I'm put on the spot, I always forget about games. Like when I do my Game of the Year lists and stuff, what I'll do is like in November, I'll start writing out the list, and then I'll keep it in front of me, like every day, and I'll look over it, and I'll start like I think back to all those games, all those experiences. And I start like arranging the games in different ways and trying to figure out like what Game of the Year list makes me happy. Because I want my list to be, I don't want my list to be like everyone else's list. I want to include really unique indie games, even if they only last 2-3 hours, if they're like special type games. So yeah, I usually just like write out my Game of the Year potential lists and like kind of let the idea simmer there. I've spent a ton of money on Gamerscore too, LOL. Yeah, fair enough, man. I mean, I have Barbie Puppy Rescue in a real copy of it sitting in my other room. It cost me $30. Live version was the angstier version of Blogspot. Fair enough. Is LiveJournal more angsty or less angsty than Tumblr? Tumblr's pretty angsty, right? It's a hobby for me. I have some disposable income so I can spend my money on games. Yeah, I mean, I would say most people who are gaming as a hobby, and obviously some of your budget's always going to go towards your hobbies, so it makes sense that you're spending some money on games and you're spending some money on like games specifically for Gamerscore if that's your hobby. Makes sense. I mean, I would say that's how most people are doing it. Downloading Gone Home. What the fuck is it about? I see cats, LOL. Daz, when you type sometimes, man, I have no idea what you're trying to say. You got a great Barry White voice. I love listening to it, but sometimes when you're typing stuff out, you need some punctuation in there, man, or some context as to what you're talking about. Will Crash Bandicoot make your list? Probably. If I had to take a guess right now, I would say Crash Bandicoot. The likelihood of Crash Bandicoot making my top 10 is probably very likely. Final in-depth question. What is your most disappointing game of the year? Open to everyone. Sorry if it's too many questions tonight, just coming to mind and I'm curious. No, man, this stream, that's exactly what it's for. It's for, like, talking and discussing stuff and people in chat, too. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty boring stream, right? Like, I'm doing literally 69 laps of the same track. And, like, I'm not good enough at the game where you could just watch me and be like, oh, yeah, I'm jerking off to this corner. Oh, he really hit that apex. So it's all about, like, discussion and, you know, all that stuff. So, most disappointing game. I'd probably have to look through, like, my list of games. Nothing's coming to mind, like, right out of the gate. Other than the game I'm playing right now, Forza 7, I might be a little bit disappointed by it. Just based on some of the changes they made for casual gamers, it might be this game. Although I also haven't played it long enough to like fully confirm whether or not I'm actually disappointed in it, or if it's just some new changes I have to get used to. The racing audio visuals in this game are phenomenal. It's like the menu system and the design behind some of the ways things are implemented. Prey was garbage. I wasn't the biggest fan of Prey, but I didn't think Prey would be my type of game either, so I wasn't really disappointed by it because I had pretty low expectations. To be honest, I think I don't get disappointed by games too much because I always make sure to keep my expectations in check, and I always make sure... Oh, Tumblr replaced it. Fair enough. I always try to keep my expectations quite low because if you keep your expectations low, you can never be disappointed. And I found that I enjoy gaming a lot more when I expect nothing out of games, so I don't know. Wildlands, fair enough. I enjoyed Wildlands for what it was, but I also think it could have been a Game of the Year type game, whereas now it's maybe like top 15, top 10 Game of the Year. So I get what you're saying. Spa-Francorchamps is the best track in the world, and you're ruining it? Yeah? Yeah? How bad am I ruining it? Whoops. Here, let me just make sure to get back on the road here. Let me just straighten out my car. Wow, this track really sucks. I wish they had more curves in some of these corners here. Like, what's that about right there? Come on, excuse me, pardon me. Let me just get through here. I don't know what you're talking about. How could I be ruining this track? It's obviously the track's fault. 55 laps into the race, and Muss has unfollowed 55 times, pretty much. Can I call you Muss, or is it Muscatnuss, or like what's the best way? What would make you the most appreciative if I pronounced your name in that way? Wait, this is not how you do... Is that how you do this turn right here? I think so, right? Trucks seem so boring in the demo. They are a little boring. They're pretty slow. It had the blueprints to be an amazing game, but it was pretty repetitive Ubisoft copy paste. Yeah, kind of agree. It should have been like more tactical. I don't know, there was just some problems with it. It wasn't tactical enough. It was designed, I mean, this is probably a common thread between a lot of games I play. It was too casual. I think that's a major problem in the industry, to be honest, is that every company wants to be like, we want everyone to enjoy our game. Let's make it very casual, like Forza 7. All of the cars are auto-upgraded. No one has to worry about upgrading their cars anymore. And like, but then you look at what games are like doing really, really well. You have PUBG doing really well. You have games like Rainbow Six doing really well. These are not games for casuals. These are as hardcore games as you can get. And they're doing the best. So maybe being ultra casual and ultra, you know, easy isn't really a great strategy now, is it? I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I think the whole shotgun approach for casual gamers might help for some games, but it also turns away the hardcore crowd. Like, they made Halo 4 really, really, really casual, and Halo 4 basically killed Halo. Shot dead right then and there because of Halo 4. If the Wolfenstein 2 achievements and trophies are similar to previous games, will you do... Yeah, no, there's gonna be a Wolfenstein 2 guides for sure. I just don't know what they're gonna be yet until the list comes out. For Wolfenstein, it'll either be collectible guides for each mission, similar to Wolfenstein: The New Order and The Old Blood, or if there's like challenges on each level, and if it's basically if the mission layout is similar to that of Doom, there will be a 100% walkthrough level by level instead, similar to Doom. So it's going to be one of those two things. It'll either be similar to past Wolfenstein games, or it'll be basically a Doom 100% walkthrough style. One of those two. Muss or Muscat? Speedy calls me Katniss just to annoy me. Like Katniss Aberdeen from The Hunger Games? Alright, I'll call you Muscat. Cool, cool, cool. Or Muss. I'll call you Muss. Casual comments are spot on. I feel like that's why Prey was so awesome. It was super hardcore, but is challenging and has a lot of depth. Fair enough. I'm literally doing turns out of my peripheral vision, and it's really fucking with my brain. In Forza Horizon, the more casual things works. I agree. Like, casual works in some games, like Forza Horizon, but it doesn't work in Forza Motorsport, and this game tried to make it work, I feel like, from what I've played so far. I hope it's like the New Order, Easy 1000 Platinum. The New Order wasn't too bad. I did get the 1000 in that game. What was it? You had to like beat the whole game, find all the collectibles. You had to beat the final boss on the hardest difficulty, and then do like a couple miscellaneous tasks, right? Yeah, find all the collectibles and like do all the retro levels and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. That's what you thought it was? I didn't know the Hunger Games was a thing until the second movie was released. I haven't even seen any of the movies. I know Katniss Aberdeen's name from like memes, pretty much. Are the previous Wolfensteins hard to plat? The Wolfenstein, the new... What was the first one? The New Order? Wolfenstein, the New Order was pretty easy. It was like 20 to 25 hours, if I remember, and had a little bit of skill involved. I do have a completed episode about that game. You should probably check it out. It'll have more accurate details than what my brain is able to recall. Yeah, just go on YouTube, type in completed Wolfenstein in my search bar, and it should bring you the video. It'll have details about that. But the Old Blood, which was like the prologue one, was harder to get 1,000 if I remember correctly. It had some really tough like gold medals you had to get. Here, let me open up my window. It's getting a little warm in here. Muscatnus is German for nutmeg.
Ooh la la!
And I've taken that from a comedy skit. Sure, I'm not going to try to read that. Helga? Helga Schneider. That wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. My vision's just really bad, and it just looked like a completely different set of letters until I focused. Uncharted 4 had a bug that... Uncharted 4 had a bug, but they patched it really quick. For what? I didn't like the Old Blood. Well, the Old Blood wasn't like a full Wolfenstein game. The New Order was a full Wolfenstein game. The Old Blood was basically like, I don't know, standalone DLC type thing. It wasn't like Wolfenstein the New Order was Wolfenstein 1, and then Wolfenstein the New Colossus is Wolfenstein 2. The Old Blood was like a standalone DLC prologue type thing. I assume you're doing 69 laps for an achievement? Dazmaster, it's in the title of the stream. Yeah, it's for an achievement. It's for 50 gamer score. For completing the extra long variant of the endurance race. My headset fell off. Yo, Taves, thank you so much for the $6.66 tip. You didn't leave a message, but I appreciate it, man. Very nice of you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying the stream, man. Thanks again. I dropped my controller. I dropped it. It's gone. I appreciate it, man. Yo, 360 Cal, I appreciate the follow as well. Anyone played the new Uncharted yet? Oh, the DLC, The Lost Legacy? I never played it. I didn't get a chance to. I don't know why. I think something else came out the same week and I played that instead. I wonder if it's... Is it good? It didn't review very well, though. Like, it didn't review anywhere nearly as well as Uncharted 4 reviewed. Yo, what's up, Nutty? I don't like Uncharted. I'll give them a pass. Uncharted 4 was pretty good. The Uncharted Lost Legacy I've not heard the best things about. It's basically Uncharted 4 DLC. Well, it is Uncharted 4 DLC. Not like it's not basically. It was literally designed from the ground up as Uncharted 4 DLC. And if you bought the DLC season pass, you got the Lost Legacy for free. They just decided to release it separately as a standalone, but I mean, yeah, it's Uncharted DLC. How short was it? Was it like 2-3 hours, or was it like 8 hours? Does anyone know how long it was? $10 hours. 10 hours is a long ass time. What are you talking about short? 10 hours is long. For an Uncharted standalone spin-off that was like 20 or 30 bucks? That doesn't seem bad. That's like longer than I would expect. I'd expect 4 to 5 hours. All right, we're at lap 60. You got 9 more laps to go, essentially. Miss Puhan again, unfollows. I'll do Puhan properly in this lap. I'll try not to, I feel like I always try to read chat right before Puhan and then fuck it up. Alright, we'll cut the corner. That's cool. That's cool. Uncharted looks nice in 4K. Yeah, I bet it does. I don't have the PlayStation Plus, what is it? PS4 Pro? I got a old fat PS4. The feral burp emote is quite useful. I won't be getting the One X. My Xbox is collecting dust. That's unfortunate. Playing mostly PlayStation games or what? Try Cuphead out, man. It's pretty good. I can't go 4K till next year, but damn, I just got the S. And looks pretty fine to me. Nice. I can't tell any differences between when I play my normal Xbox One and my S. Okay, if you showed them to me next side by side, I don't think I could tell the difference. Maybe for HDR. But non-HDR stuff, like I don't know if I could tell. At least with the monitor I'm using. Like maybe if I had a 4K TV and I had HDR, maybe I could tell the differences, you know, with the S. But like based on how I play, I don't know if I could tell. I'm on PS4 now, Macca. Hey, you do you, man. Whatever makes you happy. Are you a trophy hunter now, or are you just playing for fun, or like how do you treat your PlayStation? How do you treat your time on the PlayStation? Doing the trophy stuff? Trophy communities might be bigger than the achievement community right now. HDR makes a difference, yeah. I don't have HDR on this monitor. I think the 4K monitor I'll be getting to review alongside the X Might have HDR. I guess we'll see. If I get trophy, I get them. Was that English? Is this your full-time job? Well, I mean, like, not Twitch, but like all of this, all that encompasses Maca 91 Productions is my full-time job, yeah. I mean, the majority of it is the YouTube channel. Some of it's the Twitch. Some of it's Amazon affiliate stuff. Patreon's a huge portion of it. But yeah. No big deal, but I have a 670-day trophy streak. Nice. I got 1 platinum trophy this year on PlayStation 4 so far, from My Name Is Mayo. I trophy hunt, but only on games I enjoy. I don't go out of my way for them. Yeah, Daniel. Like I said, whatever you enjoy, whatever makes you happy. I mean, that's how I always encourage people to play. Like, don't go for the highest gamer score if the highest gamer score isn't what you enjoy. And don't try to, like, my biggest thing is people who try to, like, shove their values onto other people. It's like, high gamer scores don't matter. It only matters if the games you get 1,000 in are hard. And then there's the people who are, like, on the opposite side. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's a hard 1,000. All it matters is if you have a high gamer score. I'm just like, yo, play the games you want to play, dude. Play them how you want to play them. I don't hunt for them, they just pop. Fair enough. But if you don't hunt for them and you're in a 670-day streak, being on a 600-day streak sounds like you hunt them, dude. That doesn't sound like something, oh, they just pop occasionally for 2 years straight. Kind of sounds like you're specifically going for a streak at least, right? Do you get to keep the review unit of the Xbox? Probably. Of the monitor, I'm still in talks with the company about what we're doing and how we're doing it. I don't know. So we'll see. About the monitor, I'm not sure. I think I'll get to keep the monitor, and the Xbox, yeah, I'll get to keep it. I'll disclose all that information, though, at the beginning of the review, so that everyone's 100% fully aware of exactly what is taking place. If I get to keep the review unit, I'll say, thanks, Xbox Canada, I'm keeping it. If I don't, I'll say they sent it out as a loaner unit. And same with the monitor. Don't worry, you'll have, if you're worried about, like, that, like, the not knowing part of it, I'll make sure to be 100% transparent. Fuck, did that guy even hit? I'll make sure to be 100% transparent with that stuff when the time comes. Is the Xbox stuff freelance or are you an employee? Xbox Canada doesn't pay me at all, period. They've never given me $1. Like, I've never actually received money from them. If that's your question. The Xbox Canada stuff I do is either just to help out Xbox. It's to get, like, exclusive opportunities at E3 or at an event and stuff like that. But, yeah. I'm not an employee by any means, and they don't pay me. I'm strongly Xbox, but I'm getting a PS4 for exclusives, and probably for trophy hunting in the same. Yeah, fair enough, man. I have a PlayStation 4. I fire it up every now and again. I fired it up for Lawbreakers. I fired it up earlier this year for Crash Bandicoot. Played quite a bit of Crash Bandicoot. I was going to fire it up for Hellblade, but then I ended up deciding to buy Hellblade on PC. People seem to want me to play Gran Turismo. If I can find the time to play Gran Turismo, I might. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm very interested in like God of War. I'm gonna play God of War. I'll play Spider-Man probably. I played The Last Guardian earlier this year. That was this year, right? The Last Guardian? That came out in 2017, right? Gotta hunt for that gamer score? You know it. You know, if I'm sitting here doing the same lap around the same track for 69 laps for 3 hours, I'm hunting that gamer score. I like achievements because it gives replay value to shorter campaigns. I agree. That's a pretty good reason. Depends on the game, though. It depends on how they design the achievements, but I agree. Sounds like I don't have much going on for myself in real life, so I found validation about fake points. I mean, that's a little rough. No, I mean, I've always had a decently high gamer score, and it's never been a way to like validate my points. There are people who do take it too seriously, though. Not like hunting the points. Like, if you're hunting the points and having fun, like, do that. There's some people who just take like achievement hunting in general, like, too seriously and like too elitist. Like the people who will try to shit on you just because you play easy games, or the people who will shit on you because you don't get completions, or the people who will shit on you if you don't have a certain amount of points. Those are the people that are like, dude, taking it too seriously. You know, there's plenty of people that are like over 1 million who don't even really take it that seriously. It's just about having fun. Playing what you want to play, getting achievements if they make you happy. I got a platinum trophy in Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. Nice. I'm pretty close to the platinum in Crash Bandicoot 1, I think. I just kind of stopped playing it at one day. I think something new came out. I had to move on. But if Crash Bandicoot comes out for Xbox, I'll probably make guides for all of them. Did you play Horizon? I've played every single... Horizon Zero Dawn? I did play Horizon Zero Dawn. I did. That was earlier this year, right? The Last Guardian was last year, though. Can't wait for The Last of Us 2. Me as well. Me as well. I'm very, very, very excited for The Last of Us 2. Whoops. Some like gamer score, some hate it. I personally prefer the quest for 100%. I don't care about the actual gamer score itself. Hey, yeah. I mean, just the way I play games now, I don't really care about that quest for the 100% anymore. Just because, like, I can't imagine signing up for a boosting session in Forza just to get that one achievement, that one online achievement that's going to be a pain in the ass. And, like, at the same time, I don't mind loading up an easy ACA Neo Geo game and grabbing 1,000 points when I'm bored. It's like, you know, some nights I just want to play something easy and get a lot of achievements for no reason, you know? Like, sometimes I want to sit there and play Forza for 100 hours to get 1,000, and sometimes I want to sit there for 30 minutes and get 1,000. Hey, what's up, Cully? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Tuned in just in time as I'm about to unlock the achievement. Should be, what, 10 more minutes? We got to do lap 66, 67, yeah, 4 more laps, 10 minutes, and we'll be done. I doubt Crash is coming to Xbox. Yeah, I mean, it might. You never know. There was apparently the rumors and the leaks that it's coming out in December. But they won't announce it till like right before it's out because I don't think they're allowed to announce it for a while. Just based on how the contract works. But it might come out in December. Who knows? I guess we'll see. In part, they've bamboozled indie devs into thinking they were indie friendly, which they aren't, and also have their own studios agreements through co-ownership or forced cooperation through other tiers of development. What are you talking about? The achievement hunters bamboozled indie devs, or who bamboozled indie devs? Now I'm confused. Sony? Who bamboozled the indie devs? I think you're talking about PlayStation, but I thought for a second there you were talking about achievement hunters trying to trick indie devs into making their achievement lists more easy. I'm not really sure. Let me know. It's hard to keep up with chat when there's like multiple lines. Like when Chris says, "Ha, good day, Coley." That's very easy for me to read. Reading a paragraph though is very difficult for my vision right now and the way my setup is. Although I have to find a way on how I can like zoom into chat or make my chat like full screen. Because right now, way too much of my screen real estate's taken up by like random bullshit I don't need. Also, we're at 60 viewers. Yo, what's up, 60 people? How it goes today? It goes very well, Gigs. We're 3 hours into a race. We're going to get a sweet, sweet 50 gamer score right at the end here once we finish the race. I'll finish in first, so I should get a giant wad of cash and experience as well, which should be pretty fun, I hope. Yo, Shiz, thank you so much for the host. Did I miss it, or did it just not come up on screen yet? That's going very well, Gigs. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. How's your vacation? Is it done yet, or no? Yeah, I think what's happening with Crash Bandicoot is I think it might actually be coming out in December, but I have a feeling it's going to be... there's going to be a really tight window about when they're allowed to announce it, because they're going to want people to keep buying Crash Bandicoot for PlayStation as long as possible, like all the way up until Christmas season. So I have a feeling they're not going to be able to announce that it's coming out on Xbox until like the last minute, like a week before probably, if I had to guess. Although it's also been selling so much on PlayStation that there might be a clause about how many sales. If they get a certain amount of sales, they're not allowed to release on Xbox until next year. You never know. Like, that's how I feel like a lot of the game contracts work nowadays. It's just based on sales. If a game sells very well, it'll probably be more console exclusive for longer. You never know. But yeah, I don't know. Did it not show up, the host, or did it show up? Let's try to re-trigger it in case it didn't show up. Oh, it never showed up in my stream alerts. That's weird. I apologize. Is Twitch? Oh, there it is. Okay, no, that one worked. The Shiz one didn't. Oh, it's an auto host. That's why, Shiz. It's an auto host. You were talking about Sony. Yeah, I figured that makes sense. Droppy Baby won my Cuphead giveaway. Nice, dude. I know Artemis said he wasn't going to play Cuphead, but I guess now that he won it, he'll play it. Someone asked why Sony had more exclusives.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Yo, 1347994. I appreciate it, man. You need a better username though, my dude. Someone asked why Sony had more exclusives, and it has to do with Sony's relationship with the CAA. What's the CAA? What does that stand for? You're sunburnt as fuck. I have another 5 days down here. Shit. I thought you were gonna say 5 hours. How long is your vacation? 2 weeks? Because I feel like you've been on vacation for a couple days at least by now, right? We're at 70 viewers. What's up, 70 people? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with Destiny 2 and the X version. I hope they can really get Destiny 2 running and looking real pretty on the X. That'd be cool. We close, boys. 2 more laps. Yep, 2 more laps. Creative Arts Agency. Oh, okay. We got basically 2 more laps here. We got less than 5 minutes to go. Should we try on our last lap to do a pretty good, nice, tight lap? Or should we meme it up? See how much of a lead I have. I have a 1 lap lead. Would you recommend this game? It kind of depends, man. How hardcore of a racer are you? Or would you consider yourself more casual? If you're more casual, you'll probably really enjoy this game. The racing, the visuals, and the audio are incredible. But if you take things a little bit more hardcore, you like to tune your cars, you like to get really fast lap times in career mode, you like to play with like a lot of assists off, and that type of stuff, there's a lot of issues, in my opinion, with the way they kind of designed all of those parts of the game. I'll probably make a video being more specific about what I dislike about Forza 7. Maybe out, what's today, Sunday? Maybe out on Tuesday, but no promises. Still working on Cuphead videos. Those seem to be doing really well, and I think people are really enjoying Cuphead, so I don't think I'm gonna go too crazy with Forza 7 videos, really. I'll probably be uploading this onto YouTube, though. Yo, Southwinner 63, I appreciate the follow. I'll probably upload this to YouTube, the full 3 hours. But like, I don't know, I'm not gonna go crazy with Forza videos. I might make a video talking about why auto upgrade sucks completely. Like an individual video about the auto upgrade system. And I might make a video about all the things I don't necessarily love about Forza 7, even though the racing, audios, visuals are fantastic. Alright, we're gonna try to do a pretty good lap here. Last lap. Last lap, baby. Here we go. Coming around Gambon into Hammerhead. You better nail Puhan on the last lap. I'll try my best. Yo, 1347994. I appreciate the follow. I'm enjoying the crap out of Forza 7. Must be something wrong with me. Oh no, of course not, man. If you're enjoying it, all the power to you. Like I'm saying, the racing, like the in-race parts of the game are amazing. It's all of like the small menu stuff and like the design and layout of things that I'm not a fan of. And like I'm not a fan of the auto upgrade system and how hard it's forced onto you. And the fact that when you buy a new car, you have to buy upgrades on the car, and like that's the kind of stuff I'm not a fan of. I'll outline it in the video if I end up... Yo, YF, I appreciate it. If I end up making a video about it, like I'll outline the parts of it that I don't like. And I'll definitely make sure to talk about the fact that I still think it's a good game. There's just some small choices I'm not a fan of. But I'm not saying it's a bad game. And I'm not saying it's unenjoyable. I'm just saying there's some small things that are making it hard for me to love this game, you know? I don't even remember how I did Puhan. I'm beginning to really enjoy Project Cars 2. Yo, Project Cars 2 is a... If Forza 7, if it was the racing of Forza 7 and the features of Project Cars 2, that would be like my perfect racing game. There we go. Oh, we're done. Give me my achievement. Got down here on the 27th, leaving on Friday the 6th. Then I go back home and work for, you have a whole nother week off work. Nice. Congrats. Let's see how much of a lead I had on some of the other cars. I don't know if my achievement unlocked yet. I've been having some problems with achievements showing up. Yeah, it hasn't unlocked yet. It will probably unlock on the next screen. 69 is a magic number. You know it. Have you ever done a long grind for an achievement and before you unlock, the system locks up? No, that's never happened to me. I don't think. Maybe a long time ago back on the 360. All right, here we go. Let's unlock that achievement. Bleep bloop. Any minute now. Any minute now. There we go. Survival of the fittest, completed spa 100 showcase event with extra long enabled. It seems like it says 0.5% of people have unlocked it, but I do believe there's a glitch with some of the percentages in some of the games. So I feel like that might not be 100% accurate. But yeah, let's check out, how do I check the leaderboard? Can I check the leaderboard for lap times or nah? I guess I can't check the leaderboard for lap times, unfortunately. Well done. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you. All right, so we got a lot of points. We got like almost 350,000 credits. And we got... How much experience did we get? Is the wheel going to keep turning or... All right, we'll buy this car because it's going to help us with our car collecting.
Going with the car. Smart choice. Now you have one more car.
Another level, cool.
And you boosted your car collection score at the same time.
We'll grab the car again. Cool. See if it goes around. Yep, another level, cool. We'll grab the car again. We're trying to get the car collecting out of the way, so it makes sense to just buy the cars. I have the money. Let's buy the Ford Falcon. All right, cool. Let's buy the, we get the free Cadillac. All right, let's get the free Honda Civic. All right, let's get the free, jeez, let's get the free Mitsubishi. You almost nailed it, a little bit of oversteer, A. Says 48 on my end. Yeah, I still think it's just generally wrong. All right, let's buy the Noble. Let's buy the Jaguar. Jeez. You get a lot of, okay. You get a lot of experience out of all that. Oh, almost finished collector level 4. Let's see if we can get enough cars purchased in order to get to level 5. If you were watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.